Did you see them now? They are looking, they are on the altar for what they will eat. They are there to catch fresh meat. The sons of Eli are here again. With flesh hooks. But now, some have advanced beyond that. They have monetized everything. The tithe, which is the most sumptuous of the offering that comes to any local church, is for the priests. So the priest collect tithe direct and leaves the other general offering to run church. You wonder why the man of God is richer than the church in our own day. Are you there? 1 Samuel chapter 2. Run quickly to 1 Samuel 2. And then we will go and finish up there. Thank you. Now the sons of Eli. I'm reading verse 12. Verse 12. Are you there? Eh? All right. Now the sons of Eli were sons of Belial. That was a very serious introduction. These were sons of a priest. Eh? And they were described as the sons of who? Of Belial. Belial is a demon. When somebody is wayward and they want to describe it, they say these are the devil's children. They call them what? Sons of Belial. That was why when some people were saying Jesus Christ was casting out demon by what? They say he was using Belial. So Belial was known to be an evil spirit. He's a demon. So imagine they are saying the sons of Eli, the sons of the pastor. They say they are the sons of who? The devil, or Belial. You can imagine how their lives could be described to that level. Young men. And the priest's custom, look at the custom they have now established with the people, was that when any man offered sacrifice, the priest's servant came while the flesh was in seething. With what? With a flesh hook of 3 teeth in his hand. The first Phinehas, what did he carry? He carried a javelin to deal with the devil and with evil. This Phinehas, what is he holding? Talk to me. He was holding a fork, a flesh hook, something you use to pick meat. Are you hearing me? They all have something like javelin in their hand. But this one is a flesh hook. It's for what to eat. So, when people have brought an offering, why it is still sitting, why the thing is still boiling, before they will bring it to the Lord for the burnt offering, the man, the priest, will come with a flesh hook. He will be looking for the best. So, see what they do. And he struck it into the pan, or kettle, or cauldron, or pot, all that the flesh hook brought up, the priest took for himself. So they did in Shiloh unto all the Israelites that came there. Also, before they burnt the fat, the priest servant came and said to the man that sacrificed, give flesh to roast for the priest, for he will not have sodden flesh of you, but raw. He needs raw meat. Let me take my own first before you start whatever you want to do for God. Imagine how the people were begging. They would say, and if any man said unto him, let them not fail to burn the fat presently, and then take as much as your soul desires. Then he will answer him, no, but thou shalt give it me now, and if not, I will take it by force. Did you see them now? They are looking, they are on the altar for what they will eat. They are there to catch fresh meat. You know, when I read the Bible like this, I used to think that is in the olden days. Until one day, I was going to, one of my staff was going to wed. And we had to approach the church of the lady, because in our culture, it is the ladies' church that must conduct the marriage ceremony. I don't know whether it happens here, but maybe in your own side here, it is the husband's church after you pay your lobola. But here in that culture, it is the ladies' church that will host the wedding. So they are the one to conduct. So that the parent of the bride, they will be there to say, I'm the one giving this girl out. So I had to go and meet with the pastors of that ladies' church and say, well, we're here, the wedding. They said, don't talk to us. I said, for what? I'm also a preacher. I said, yes, we have heard of you and we thank God, but in our own church here, we are not moving out of the vestry to conduct any officiating unless all our envelopes are ready. I was wondering, what is this envelope? That's all the money that you pay the priest before they can officiate. You have to put it in an envelope with their names. I said, oh, that's ready. He said, one more thing. We cannot wait until your reception before we eat. I said, yes, your food is being cooked. Once we start now, the ladies are already preparing your food. They said, we don't take cooked food. We need our food raw. If you kill a cow, then one leg is for the priests. I was hearing this and my body was shaking. I said, wow. And then we need raw rice. Have a bag of rice. And then the oil. We need granite oil, vegetable oil with which to cook, and all the ingredients. The mama mission, you see, that's the pastor's wife, you know, is waiting to collect. Unless you have done that, no service is going to hold this morning. I quickly ran back. When I knew they were serious, I quickly ran back. I said, now, this is what the pastors are saying before we can do this wedding. They said, what? I said, I've negotiated, and they said, no way. They know that I'm a preacher like them. They say, yes, we have respected you. In fact, that's why we are telling you. Otherwise, we're going nowhere. So I have arranged the envelopes. Then I need raw meat. I need raw rice. I need raw. So when we carried everything, I said, now everything is here. They say, all right, all right. So let's pray. That was when the prayer, the processional prayer that led them to the altar was offered. It was then I said, the sons of Eli are here again. With flesh hooks. But now, some have advanced beyond that. They have monetized everything. The tithes which is the most sumptuous of the offering that comes to any local church, is for the priests. So the priest collect tithe direct and leaves the other general offering to run church. You wonder why the man of God is richer than the church in our own day. We call them Ophini and Phinehas. This was their practice. This is what they said. They insisted. And the Bible says, verse 17, wherefore the sin of the young men was very great before the Lord. For you to note that they were young. So the Bible says, young men. Am I communicating? Did you see that they were young people? Hey, sisters, are you hearing me? They were young men. Energetic people, but who engaged their energy to serve their belly and to dishonor God. Their sin was very great before the Lord, for men abhorred the offering of the Lord. A lot of people started, they don't go to church anymore. They say, they're tired of it. Why they were like that? The Bible spoke about another young man. But Samuel ministered before the Lord, being a child, gathered with a linen ephod. Please go towards the end of the chapter and see how God was going to speak. How God was going to speak. Now, I think the Spirit of God must have been nudging their father. In verse 22, now Eli was very old and heard all that his sons did unto all Israel, and how they lay with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Did you hear what I'm talking about? Oh my God, did you hear? What happened was that while people are about to enter the temple, the women that are waiting to make their offering, Phinehas not only now went with the hook for flesh, he also had another hook for women. And they called women aside at the gate of the temple to sleep with them. Priests, men of God, and their father had all these atrocities. He said to them, why do you such things? Why are you doing such things? For I hear of your evil dealings by all these people. No, my sons, it is no good report that I hear. You make the Lord's people to transgress. Did you see? Did you see what their father is doing? What is he saying? You are making the people to transgress. They are not the one transgressing. Did you see that kind of empty talk? He didn't say, you are transgressing against the Lord. He said, you are making the people to transgress. You know, the way the people are speaking, they are misbehaving because, if one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against the Lord, who shall entreat for him? Notwithstanding, they hearken not unto the voice of their father. Because what was God going to do? The Lord was going to do what? Slay them. God was going to destroy them. When a man is planning for destruction, he doesn't listen to instruction. When a man is going down the drain, the devil blocked their ears from hearing what will have changed their lives. So God said, I've finished them. So see the conclusion God brought at the end of that chapter 2. I want all of you to please follow me. And in verse 35. Okay, I read from verse 31 so that you can get the whole thing. You can read it from verse 27, but 31 will help me to finish up quickly. Behold, the days come that I will cut off your arm and the arm of your father's house, that there shall not be an old man in your house. Did you see? Who is going to bring this kind of problem to that great family that Senior Phinehas established for God? Who is bringing this to be now? Another Phinehas. He said, there shall not be an old man in your house. Thou shalt see an enemy in my habitation, and in all the wealth which God shall give Israel, and there shall not be an old man in your house forever. And the man of thine, whom I shall not cut off from my altar, shall be to consume your eyes, to grieve your heart, and all the increase of your house